Being told you care too much about something usually signifies that you have a fiery passion for something, whatever that thing you care about is. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But when you start to care too much about something that is having a negative impact on you and is something that is beyond your control, it can become a really big problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to tell you that I just don't care anymore. So this is something that has been weighing on me a lot lately, and it has been causing me a lot of stress and anxiety and really been killing my motivation, especially when it comes to creating content here on YouTube. You guys might recall that in a vlog not too long ago, I mentioned something about already feeling burnt out and it's only March and having a hard time coming up with ideas for content. In light of some recent events that have happened here in the Weight Watchers YouTuber community, I figured out what the heck my problem was. And it was that I've been focusing too much on the wrong things. And I've been caring too much about things that I should not be caring about because these things simply don't matter. They kind of do matter, but they don't matter. And I have been focusing on numbers for a lot of things, for a lot of different subject matters here. And today I just want to talk about this a little bit. This is my let's chat, let's brain dump. I want to talk about this idea of caring too much and why I need to not care anymore. And I'm going to use my real life examples, things that I am going through in real time, that I'm struggling with, that are giving me anxiety and stressing me out and really killing my desire to continue to do what originally I loved to do and was passionate about doing. And I'm hoping that in using my life experience, you might be able to find some way to apply this to your life as well, if it's something that you need to hear today. So there are a couple of real life situations going on here online, in my own head and in my own life, that I've realized recently, like very recently, like as of the filming of this video, last night is when it kind of hit me like a brick wall. I'm putting all of my energy into caring about things that I cannot control. And a lot of that has to do with numbers. And I'm gonna give you a couple of examples and how I'm going to move forward with this whole I don't care anymore thing and use it to better what I'm doing. First, let's start with the obvious one. I've decided to stop caring about the number on the scale. And you guys know this. For Lent, I have given up the scale. I'm a couple weeks in now, and you know what? A, I don't miss it at all. And B, it has been a very freeing experience to not have that stress of stepping on the scale and wondering whether or not all of the work I'm putting into my weight loss journey is actually paying off on the number of the scale. It doesn't matter if it's paying off on the number of the scale. Now that I've accepted that fact, the weight loss thing is actually becoming a lot less stressful. I'm only 2 weeks in, so I can't speak to any incredible progress or anything yet. But I can tell you this, I have felt a lot more free, I have felt a lot more relaxed, I have felt a lot more in control, and I've been able to stay on track like a champion. And that is without the validation of the scale to back me up. That has been feeling really great. And the only thing I did was let go of the number that I ultimately cannot control. My skin is another thing that I'm having a really difficult time with lately. And at the same time, while I have been battling with this adult acne for a long time, I've decided to basically give the middle finger to the thing that I can't control, which is the fact that my face is as hormonal as a teenager, and instead I've decided to take control of the things I can take control of. And I signed up for Curology, which is an online acne prescription type dermatologist thing. I'll get into that in another video. That's not the point. The point is I'm actively doing something that could be helping me. I can't control what my face is doing, but I can control what I'm doing to my face that may or may not be helping it. And I'm also ultimately trying to gain the confidence to kind of leave the house without the makeup on anyway. My face is going through a little bit of a purging process, and I still go to the gym with no makeup on. I would usually stress out about being seen with no makeup on. And you know what has happened since I've been leaving the house with no makeup on? Nothing. Nothing horrible has happened to me because I don't wear makeup because my face is broken out. nothing has happened. People still talk to me. People still interact with me. It's completely okay. It was all in my head, and I was stressing out about something that was beyond my control, and it was affecting me in a very negative way. Another thing that I'm learning is affecting me in a negative way, which involves numbers and is something I can't control, is clothing sizes. Ladies and gentlemen, I placed an order at graceandlace.com the other day for some new bottoms, like some shorts that are supposed to be so cute and so comfortable, and a pair of their pants that's supposed to be so cute and so comfortable, and I bought them in size mediums. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't really want to spend money on clothes because what if I shrink out of them? Or what if I really need that small when I'm really saying I want to be in that small? And I ordered them in a medium, and I felt okay about it because I was like, you know what? Quite frankly, I can feel my hip bones. No matter how skinny I get, these hip bones aren't going anywhere. The pants will likely fit me for the rest of time if I am this size or smaller. Get over yourself and order the freaking pairs of pants that you want. Done. Okay. Yesterday, I put on a shirt from Target that was a size extra small and looked a little bit too big. And I'm sitting there going, well, freaking A, Brianna, even if you lose another 20 or 30 pounds, which is not my goal, by the way, but let's just say, hypothetically, it's not like I can go out and buy a smaller shirt at Target. This is the smallest size they have. The sizing thing with clothing is so warped and so beyond my control. I cannot control the fact that different stores make different small, medium, and large, or even size 8s across the board are all different. They're not universal. That's not my problem. My job is to buy clothes that freaking fit my body regardless of what the label says. And I have finally decided to embrace that and let go of the fact that, oh no, maybe I should be buying this in a small. Who the heck cares? Nobody. Nobody knows the size of my clothes except me, and it doesn't freaking matter. Do you know how freeing that is? It's pretty freeing, and I'm really excited about my size medium pants showing up to my door. And if they're a little bit too big, fine, I'll send them back. But odds are they're probably not gonna be because Grace and Lace sizes are different from other store sizes, so heaven only knows what size I actually am. And then the thing that actually triggered this rant in me is the stuff that I have been stressing out about when it comes to my content creation. And most of that has to do with numbers. Numbers and things and situations that are completely and utterly beyond my control. I am going to take a second and address the potential elephant in the room. It may not be an elephant, but I'm going to address it nonetheless because I have gotten a couple messages acknowledging that this has happened, and so I just want to put it out there to say that I know it's happened and here's how I'm dealing with it. It has been brought to my attention by both YouTube, because it popped up in my recommended videos, and by some of you, my lovely subscribers, that my biggest, most popular video was basically spoofed and the content was taken and someone refilmed it from her own perspective, gave it the exact same title, put it on the internet, and used my ideas to get herself some views and subscribers. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first found this out, I was furious. And the worst part about it was, in actuality, and I accepted this, I knew this to be fact, there was literally nothing I could do about the fact that my content and my ideas and my thoughts and whatnot, not in the way that I laid them out, had been ripped off from me. Someone else put their name on it and are getting credit for it. I can't do anything about it because she technically didn't break any rules, and that sucks. I let this eat away at me for 2 or 3 days after this video went up. And then you know what I said? I said, this person, not worth my energy, not worth my time, not worth my worry. And I moved on and I let it go. And it's something I can't control. I can't control that that happened. Unfortunately, I can't control that it could happen again. And it is what it is. What I can control is my response to it. So I'm acknowledging that that unfortunate instance did in fact happen, and it is what it is, and there's nothing that I can do about what happened. That is out of my control, but what is in my control is my reaction. And then the last thing that is YouTube related also is my focus on the numbers. I have gotten so focused on why aren't there as many views on this video as someone else's video? Why are people not commenting on my videos anymore? Why am I getting fewer likes? Why is my subscriber rate increasing at a slower rate? And it's literally giving me so much stress and so much anxiety that is the reason that I was like, guys, I think I need a break. I don't need a break. I need some perspective. And that's what I realized last night. I was like, you know what? This is not why I started doing this. It's not. I started doing this because I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to share my experience. I want to share my life. I want to share living with a disability. I want to share my goofy little Yorkie. I want to share a day in the life of this child-free housewife. And I want to share my healthy living journey with you guys. And I remember, I thought back to the day that I got my first 1,000 subscribers. My first 1,000. And the feeling of elation and the feeling of accomplishment that I got from that. And that was so many thousands of subscribers ago. And if I just remember the feeling of when I first started and how I felt knowing that I reached somebody and that somebody cared enough to subscribe, well, that's all that really matters, right? It doesn't matter how many people care. For me, I realized it's that one person cares. It's that I helped one person that day. And so that, my friends, is basically my new perspective. 2019 has, honest to goodness, been the year of changing my perspective. And I feel like I have matured so much mentally in my 32nd year on this earth. I am 32 and it has taken me 32 years to figure this crap out. I can't imagine what my life would be like if I had figured this out 5-10 years ago. Oh my goodness, the things that we stress about and worry about and try to control when they're completely out of our control. Why don't we focus instead on the things that we can control? If we took all of the energy that we spent focusing on the things that we can't control, what the number on the scale says, what someone else thinks of us, what somebody else did to us, how many people are responding in what sort of way to what we are doing. If we let go of all of those things and focused on the things that we can control, imagine how much better our life would be. Think about it. I can't control the number on the scale. And you know this to be true. You could have had a perfect week, amazing workouts, eating perfectly, and you can get on that scale and the number might still go up or might not go down as much as you thought it could. And then it ruins your day or your week or your whatever. We can't control if the scale agrees with the effort we put in, but we can control the effort that we put in. We can control what we eat. We can control how hard and how much effort we put into our working out. We can control how much we rest because sleep is very important to your weight loss journey, my friends. This is your friendly reminder for the day. We can control the amount of self-care that we put into our daily lives to make sure we are bringing our best selves to this journey. We cannot control the number on the scale. I cannot control the fact that in the United States or probably anywhere in this world, sizes are not universal. I cannot control the fact that in my closet I have a size extra small and a size large that both fit me perfectly. What I can control is whether or not that bothers me. And I'm finally deciding that I don't care anymore and it doesn't bother me. Bring on the clothes in whatever size, oh glorious clothing stores all across the country. I cannot control people using my ideas and taking credit for it. I can control how I react to that. And my reaction is simply eliminating people like that from my life, not giving them a second thought because quite frankly, they are not worth a second thought. If someone's going to do that to you, they are not worth your energy, my friends. Even in YouTube, in life, whatever. If someone is going to do something like that to you, they are not worth it. You only have time and room and energy for so many things and so many people, and it is not worth your time or energy to waste on people that would do stuff like that to you. Instead, I have removed said person from my life and will continue to remove said people from my life. Appreciate the people in my life that I do have that are supportive. Oh my gosh, the people that came out of the woodwork supporting me because of this has been incredible. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, there are some incredible, incredible Weight Watchers YouTubers on here that I am so honored to call my true friends. Like, we are to the point of texting with phone numbers, and they're people that I would love to meet up with if I ever end up in their city. Like, true, genuine friends. And this situation helped me to see that. I cannot control how many people click on, like, comment, or engage with, or stick around for any piece of content that I post, whether it be a YouTube video or an Instagram post. I can't control how people react. I can't control how many people like it, dislike it, Leave hate, leave love, whatever. This is not in my control. I can control the type of content that I put out. I can control how often I put content out. And I can control how I feel about every piece of content that I put out. If I impact one single person on any given day, that video, that Instagram story, that Instagram post was worth putting out into the world. And I have to remember that, and I will remember that from this point forward. The numbers do not matter. The people, you, my friends, you are what matters to me most. I cannot control other people's opinions of me or my content in real life or out there in the internet world, but other people's opinions are none of my business. To quote Miss Rachel Hollis, that quote of hers has probably been one of the most valuable things that I have repeated to myself over and over and over again lately, and you know what? It finally clicked. Now, all of this is to say that because I just don't care about these things anymore, doesn't mean that I'm going to stop trying in all of these areas of my life. Just because I don't care what the number on the scale says doesn't mean I'm done trying to become my healthiest, fittest, and leanest self. It just means that the number is not what matters. It's how my body is responding that matters. Just because I've decided not to pay as much attention to the subscribers and the likes and the comments and the engagements does not mean that the quality of my content is going to tank. I'm going to work just as hard, if not harder, and continue to use YouTube best practices to make sure I'm reaching as many people as possible. But if something doesn't work, I'm not going to feel heartbroken about it. I'm going to smile and move on and keep on trying, regardless of what the numbers say. What are the things in your life that you can't control that you allow to suck the joy from your life? My friends, it is time to let those things go. Repeat after me. I don't care about them anymore. Instead, do something with your time and energy that would normally be placed worrying about those things you can't control, and do something that you can control to take steps going towards the life that you want. You will find that your life gets exponentially more stress-free, joyful, happy, and you might even take some steps closer to the goals that you were striving for and you were just focusing on the wrong things as soon as you decide to let go of those things. As for me and the situations that I can't control and the numbers that I can't control and all the things in my life that I cannot control, well, I just don't care anymore.